Hello, everybody. Chris and Michael here with Create Insights. Today, we want to talk to you about the aspect of a lot of us are, real techie. We know all about our cameras. We know the f-stops, the apertures, and the color correction, and Final Cut, and render settings. But we're sitting here wondering why we can't make any money. Where's the business? Why isn't it coming in? Why aren't people knocking down our door and paying us a lot of money? So, at what point is it important to focus on the business as opposed to focusing on all the tech?
I think that whenever you find yourself in a position of constantly thinking about things that take money from you as opposed to bringing money to you, that's when you need to stop and go, hold on, something's not right. If you're spending tens of thousands of dollars on equipment and your income isn't increasing by 50, 60, 70, $100,000 every time you make that kind of investment, something's wrong. There's some missing information. You're missing some info, in how business is supposed to work. My life changed dramatically whenever I realized, this equipment that I purchased can make any kind of video. I don't have to have a different camera for this kind of video or a different light package for this kind of video. All videos can be created with the same equipment. I mean, literally. Now, granted, there are situations where you need to rent some extra stuff, but the key word is rent, not invest. And so basically that's the deal. I mean, you have to ask yourself as a business owner or somebody who wants to be a business owner, and we assume that's who we're talking to here, are you making enough money? And how much are you spending? That's the key. You have to reduce the amount that you spend in order to find ways and time and resources to create opportunities to bring business to you. Michael alluded to earlier. I mean, we know how to make videos. We love the tech. We're going to the conferences. We're going to NAB, tech, keyframe this, upgrade that, all that stuff. The thing that people have to realize, and this will probably make sure that we never get a sponsor for this, they are in business to get you to spend more money. Canon does a big conference because they want you to buy more Canon. Zacuto does the same thing. I mean, Panasonic, they all do that because they want you to buy more stuff. So they create this sort of fake bubble, right, that makes everybody in the industry feel like, well, you got to have this kind of technology or else you're nobody. So what do? You fork over that credit card, or you go to the bank and say, hey, let me borrow $25,000 so I can buy this camera that isn't going to make you a dollar more than the $5,000 camera sitting in the closet that's already been paid for. And that's the thing that we have to understand to move forward in this business. Take the time. I'll tell you a little story. I met a guy a long time ago. He was one of my mentors. He might be dead now, but he basically told me, he said, Chris, the difference between people is there's people that spend their time figuring out what all they can buy, and then there's people who spend their time to figure out what all they can sell. The ones who think about what all they can sell are the ones who are successful and are the ones that eventually can buy whatever the hell they want to in
That's
cash.
right.
So that's the thing to think about, guys. If you're in a spot right now and you're like, man, I'm spending a lot more money than I'm making, then you need to stop in your tracks right now because something's wrong. And one way that you can learn what's wrong is to join us at createinsights.com, KRE8insights.com, and actually take the next step to check out our Create Insider program, where you can get on with us every Wednesday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Ask us any question you have about how to be more successful in your own video production business, and we'll get you where you need to be in record time.
Rock and roll. Thank you,
All
guys.
right, guys.
See ya.